Doctors who had to break the news. What was a reaction that stuck with you the most? So, I'll never forget this one patient's reaction. It's burned into my memory. I was an intern at the time, shadowing my attending during what I thought would be a routine day. We had to deliver a tough diagnosis to a guy in his late 40s. He had come in for what he thought was just some weird stomach pain. Tests came back, and it wasn't just weird stomach pain, it was stage 4 pancreatic cancer. We walked into the room, and he was sitting there with his wife. You could tell he was nervous but also hopeful, like he thought we'd just prescribe something and send him home. My attending explained the results calmly, gently, but directly. You know, the kind of tone you're trained to use, clear but compassionate. His reaction was unexpected. He just sat there. Silent. No tears, no questions. Completely blank. His wife, on the other hand, immediately broke down, sobbing so hard she could barely breathe. But he? Nothing. He didn't move a muscle, didn't blink, didn't even shift in his seat. Finally, after what felt like an eternity but was probably only 30 seconds, he looked at me, not the attending, me, and said, "You're joking, right? This is some kind of sick test to see how I'd react?" I froze. My attending started to respond, but he cut him off and kept going, his voice rising. "You guys are trying to freak me out. You do this to all your patients, don't you? Just to see who cracks first." His wife grabbed his hand and said his name, just once, but it was enough. He stopped yelling, looked at her, and it was like something clicked. He slumped forward and whispered, "It's real?" That's when he broke. The yelling, the denial, all of it just fell away. He crumbled in on himself, sobbing, his face buried in his hands. His wife held him, and I just stood there, completely frozen, not knowing if I should say something or leave. That moment taught me so much about how people process devastating news. Some people lash out, some shut down, some just break. But it's the blank reactions, the ones where you can see their world shatter in real time, that stick with you the most. I've had to deliver bad news a lot since then, but that man's face, going from denial to despair in a split second? I'll never forget it.